Hey guys, Ali here, welcome to the channel. I've got a special video for you today guys. I've wanted a smokehouse in Manchester for years. Super excited to say one is open on Manchester's Curry Mile. It's just behind me, you can just about make it out there, called Pitmaster. Love this kind of food, some slow cooked smoked food like slow cooked brisket, you'll have slow cooked ribs. Really excited to try them. I've actually had the brisket burger from there before, which I covered on this channel, and I absolutely love that. So I'm hoping the other items on the menu match that quality, because that was Hey Man certified. Also, just a quick thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Uber Eats. Thank you so much for helping make this video happen today. What you'll find in the description, guys, is a 30% off discount code. Also, you'll find these guys' Uber Eats link in the description as well. So if you click on that, that'll take you to the Uber Eats page for these guys. Like I said, there's a discount code there for 30% off as well. Right, so I've got my stretchy pants on. I am fasting, so I'm very hungry. It's almost time to break my fast. It's almost iftar. Just a quick word actually on the Uber Eats content. Got a little bit more coming. I've just done a couple of videos. I do some stuff for Uber Eats on Instagram as well. What I tried to do, guys, was actually pick places for the Uber Eats sponsored content that I've either eaten at before or places that I think I'm gonna love. Because frankly, if I'm going to get a 30% off discount code for you guys, I want it to be places that I really like. But recommending places, I want them to be absolutely amazing. These guys were towards the top of my list of places that I want to cover. So yeah, super happy, super thankful for Uber Eats for sorting this out. Right, so nothing left to do it now but to do it. So let's go inside, let's have a look at that menu, let's get the food ordered, and let's hopefully try some amazing slow cooked smoked ribs, brisket, burgers, all that kind of stuff. Let's go inside. So we have made our way inside. I've had a look at the menu, had a look at the ribs, had a look at the brisket. Honestly guys, I've got like fasting eyes. I'm really hungry. I'm just gonna order everything off the menu. I'm gonna get some burgers. They do a variety of burgers. They do brisket burgers, which sound phenomenal. They do brisket on its own as well. So for the brisket purists out there, you can have it on its own. I'm gonna get some ribs as well. So all sounds amazing. Put in my order. I'm just waiting for it to come out now, guys, so we can start that review. And if you haven't already, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to see more videos like this, I've got a ton of videos for the Manchester area, for Oldham, for Bradford, all sorts of places. There's a ton of content on the channel. If you want to see more and you want to stay up to date on my videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Okay, so the first load of food is out. This rib, guys, is absolutely massive. I'm going to try and take it to the camera. It's like super juicy. If you could just see sort of the juice on that, the crust on that. Wow. Size-wise, amazing. Juiciness levels absolutely on point. It looks incredibly soft and succulent. Massive. I'm actually quite surprised at the size of it. And then we've got some pieces of brisket here as well. This is 16-hour smoked brisket. Look at the size of it. I've got 2 slices. Looks absolutely massive. I am so excited to tuck into this. If you look at that, guys, look at it. It is juicy. Oh, let's see how soft it actually is. So I'm gonna try and actually just, oh wow. Guys, I just want to get that in shot. I literally just put the fork on it and look at that. That is just incredibly soft. Look how clean that bone is. Let's try these ribs. One word. Hey man, they are so soft. They are so succulent. They are so juicy. There's like a subtle sweetness to that meat almost, you know? You can just taste the quality. I'm loving the actual rub they use on that. It's got a good sort of peppery kick to it. It's got a really generous amount of pepper there. The meat itself is like incredibly soft. If you haven't had ribs before, smoked like this, it's quite, ingredient-wise, it's quite a simple dish. It's ribs, they'll have their own rub. However, making it really is an art form. It's super difficult to get right. This is probably, I would say, the best smoked rib I think I have ever had. This is just delicious. Now guys, I'm actually going to go for this brisket, and again, look at the size of it. Got a couple of slices. Now, I'll have it on its own, just for the brisket purists out there. I'm so tempted to dip it in to actually some of this nacho cheese, but I'll have it on its own. It's got a lovely crust to it. Brisket, slow cooked, is always well done. That's normal, but it's still got tenderness to it. It's still got a good texture. It has a little bit more bite than like the ribs, for example. But personally, brisket is one of my favorite things to eat. This is probably, I don't remember the last time I had a brisket this good. This is just, hey man. The last time I had brisket this good was in Christina's. That was in London. That was actually when I first started the channel. Don't watch that review. It wasn't very good. But this is even better than that. Oh, do you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm actually going to dip it into this nacho cheese. Had to do it, guys. Had to put a bit of nacho cheese on that brisket. Epic combination, because brisket, particularly with its rub, can be a bit peppery for some people. This is like super mellow, absolute delicious combination. I think for the brisket purists out there, if you want to get it on its own, you certainly can. But for me, I'm adding some nacho cheese. I think that is an epic Heyman combination. Try their gravy. The burgers are actually on their way. Gravy is super tasty. What you'll find, guys, is quite a mellow gravy. The reason why they do that, if you have really, really strong gravy with like a really well flavored piece of brisket with like lots of pepper, the flavors can clash. So that's like a conscious decision. This is very like dippable. It's very dippable. Okay, I meant like dunkable or like pourable, but dippable would be the word I'm going to use right now. But you know what I mean. It's very dunkable. Like I said earlier, guys, this video is sponsored by Uber Eats, so if you do want to try the food out, there's a discount code in the description, HFTG30. That gets you 30% off for new users if you spend £15. The link for these guys as well is in that description. But I just want to quickly, like I said, whilst the food is coming, if camerawoman could just pan down to these sauces. They've got a great selection. So this, I just tried it. It's quite garlicky. Honestly, I think that's a garlic sauce. Not completely sure. This is a barbecue, which is really, really full in flavour. The nacho cheese, you guys know I like that. There's a peppercorn sauce here, which is very much an American-style peppercorn sauce. That will go really, really well with meat or chicken, as it happens. And this is the gravy there. Really nice little selection. Burgers are here. And I ended up just looking at the menu and said, I'll have one, please. So one of everything. If camerawoman could just come down and just quickly show these lovely people, I've got 5 burgers. I mean, they look weighty. They look like lovely little presents that I need to unwrap. Can't wait to get my hands on these. I'm not sure which one to try first, actually, because I don't know what's what. So I'm going to go for this one. It just looks inviting. Let's try this one first. Let's unwrap it. Ooh, it's like a present within a present. It's like a babushka present. Smokehouse. So that's got like a normal patty. It's also got some crispy onions. There's some beef bacon in there, some honey barbecue sauce. I think I'm going to try that first. And then I'm going to go for a brisket burger, which has actually got that nacho cheese in it, which is just like mentally right now, that sounds like a match made in heaven. So Smokehouse barbecue looks pretty darn tasty. Let's give it a go. Patty is much softer than I was expecting, because these guys are known for their brisket, known for their ribs, but you know what, the patty is actually delicious as well. It's like super soft, but bacon adds a bit of smokiness to it, but it's not too strong. Crispy onions are good in everything. I love crispy onions. The sauce in it just adds a little bit of sweetness, because like a lot of the meats, good amount of pepper in the beef. The sauce just balances it a little bit. Tasty. The next thing we're going to try, guys, I will bring it to the camera, but I'm just mesmerized. So we've got a ton of brisket going on. We've got some nacho cheese, jalapenos. There's a lot going on with this. It's a good amount of meat, actually. Look at the amount of brisket you get there. It's a good amount of cheese. That, guys, I've not even had it yet, and I just feel like this is going to be an amazing burger. Soft, delicious brisket, check. Lovely nacho cheese, check. Acidity from jalapenos, check. That is just a parcel of goodness. Oh, that's one of the best burgers I've had in Manchester. Heyman, 100%. We're gonna move on to the other brisket burger on the menu. I feel like if you're more of a purist, you may prefer this one. I personally love nacho cheese in a brisket. I think that's a great combination. However, this one is equally got a massive amount of brisket. However, there's their homemade slaw. They've got some Monterey Jack cheese in there as well. This, guys, just like the other one, tons and tons of brisket there. Personally, I just want to dip it into this, but let's eat it as it is. It's like fatty, it's tender, it's flavoured so well. It's really soft, really succulent. It's still got a really good amount of like juice, you know, it's like moist. You can taste the quality. Delicious. I think the slaw is nice. Personally, I do like the nacho cheese, if I'm being completely frank. I think that's my favourite burger. But if you're not a fan of that, you absolutely love this. You cannot go wrong with this. I just feel like you could probably put that brisket into anything and it'd be nice, like on a pizza, in a pita, on its own, in a bun, and like put it on a birthday cake, and I'll probably still eat it. I love this. It's so helpful to have a chart or like a little menu to refer to. So you've got the Cool Ranch, you've got the Tex-Mex. Both have a patty in them. The Cool Ranch has the cool ranch sauce. Tex-Mex, however, it's got some Monterey Jack cheese and actually some firecracker mayo. So I'm expecting a little bit of spice. Let's try that one first. I didn't expect the firecracker to pack as much heat as it actually does, because you've got a peppery kick from the patty and you've got the firecracker mayo. I know it's called firecracker mayo, guys, but still, good amount of spice to that. If I can ask camera woman to actually come down, you can see that's the actual spicy mayo. Got some chilies in there. It's giving it a good amount of heat. Finishing off this burger section with their cool ranch. So this is one of their, I would say, sort of the more simpler burgers. So again, there's a patty there, lettuce, there's cool ranch. Oh, there's a bit of cheese there as well. Perfectly serviceable. Not wrong with that at all. It's a pretty tasty burger, but honestly, if you come in here, get yourself the brisket, man. Just get yourself a brisket burger. Or actually, the smokehouse barbecue is really tasty, but the brisket for me just steals the show because it's so good. This is just one of the best smokehouses that you will find anywhere in this country. And if you don't think so, then you're wrong. This is something I've never had before, and I'm actually a bit nervous. Ginger beer, like I've never had it. For people that don't know, it's obviously got no alcoholic content. It's just called that. Yeah, not a massive fan, if I'm being frank. Don't really like that. I expected ginger, sure, but I don't like it. This is dandelion and burdock. I actually never had this before too, so that's what dandelions taste like. That was quite sweet. It kind of tastes like, do you guys remember Ice Pops? If you remember Ice Pops, you're showing your age. It kind of tastes like Ice Pops. Not bad, not bad. You know what, guys? I like the food so much, I've decided just to be an employee, because honestly, I will work here just for a free lunch. So if they can give me like a brisket lunch, I'll work here. I'm just putting it out there. If you haven't had this kind of food before, you need to try it. If you have had this kind of food before, you still need to try it, because there aren't many places that do stuff like this. I would say this is the best smokehouse in the UK. If there's a better place, if it's halal, put it in the comments. But for me, this is like number one. This is going to be my new regular place to go. Absolutely delicious. You can just taste the quality. Just smoking food, particularly for 16 hours in the way that these guys do it, with the rubs they use, it's like an art form. The flavors are just perfectly balanced. They've sourced like amazing meats. They've got a really good menu that they are actually really proud of, because each individual thing they've meticulously put on there. Oh, something that I should mention actually. Today I went for these sort of regular menu items because that's gonna be static, that'll stay. However, I do think they're gonna start doing specials and whatnot going forward. Obviously, haven't had those, but yeah, just fully impressed with these guys. But yeah, that does take me, guys, to the end of my video. If you like the video, you know what to do. You want to hit that thumbs up button that's like this, but don't hit the one that's like this. Hit the bell button if you want to stay notified of all my videos. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, and I'll see you guys in that next video. Bye.